Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to Guess Who. SubhanAllah, when you look at a ruling group of people, you find that a lot of them kind of live in the same way throughout this dunya. But any people, any group of ruling class, whether you're talking about the Umayyads, the Abbasids, or today we're going to be talking about the Mughals, you see that there are shining examples, subhanAllah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala favored them and made them almost like an example for the rest of us. The person we're going to be talking about today is Aurangzeb Alamgir. So mashallah, congratulations to you if you got that correct. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Sultan Aurangzeb Alamgir was born 1027 after Hijrah, that's 1618 of the Common Era, and was the 6th Mughal ruler of India. Aurangzeb's dedication and passion for Islam is what delineates him from the other Mughal rulers. Aurangzeb's grandfather Akbar Shah had tried to start his own religion called Deen Lillah, where he was combining Hindu and Islamic practices. The Mughal rulers would also implement a lot of laws which were contrary to Islam, such as oppressive and unlawful taxation. When Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb's father, became ill, his brothers fought amongst themselves for authority. Shah Jahan realized his life was nearing its end and supported one of Aurangzeb's older brothers, who wished for a return to the Deen Lillah religion. The armies fought against one another and Aurangzeb came out victorious. When he took power, his brothers who opposed him were either put in jail, exiled, or executed. Aurangzeb put his father Shah Jahan on house arrest in the palace in Delhi for supporting his brother against him. There he spent his remaining days in luxury. The law of Allah was reinstituted. Unfair taxes were abolished, infrastructure was rebuilt, and countless Hindus reverted to the deen which they were born on. Sultan Aurangzeb was the type of ruler who would lead the Muslim armies in battle and then come back home and lead them in salah as well. There's so many things that we could talk about in regards to Sultan Aurangzeb, but I wanted to keep it kind of brief. I didn't even mention how Aurangzeb, who was a master at calligraphy, would write copies of the Quran and sell them because he didn't want to take anything from the treasury. He didn't want to consume the wealth of the Muslims. SubhanAllah, his life evokes the memory of Harun al-Rashid, who we talked about just a few weeks earlier. He is an example that adherence to the Quran and the Sunnah make a great leader, regardless of it's just a few hundred years after the time of Rasulullah ﷺ or 1,000 years after his time. Sultan Aurangzeb Alamgir passed away 1,118 years after the hijrah of Rasulullah ﷺ, 1707 of the Common Era. Jazakallahu khairan for joining us this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe. As for the person for next week, this is a scholar who was born in the 7th century after Hijrah, raised in the city of Nawa. His contributions to the science of Hadith have benefited countless generations. Those are your hints. Let us know who you think it is and comment below your guesses. We'll catch you next week inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.